No matter what happens, don't open your eyes. Was this supposed to be part of the shoot? I could feel Kevin thrashing on the bed, squirming and writhing as if he was trying to fight off Pepper. That shouldn't have been difficult, though. She was less than half his weight. Why was he struggling? I heard nothing from Jackson or the crew. Just silence. Were they still filming? They had to be. I curled into a tighter ball and kept quiet, letting everything unfold behind me. Kevin's screams reached an awful ear-splitting crescendo before they ended abruptly. I heard a low gurgling sound escape him before all movement ceased. Then I heard a wet, tearing noise. Just that sound sent shivers down my spine. I wanted to look, but I told myself not to. Jackson was still filming. This had to be part of the film. This was just some sort of fetish corn. That made sense, right? I didn't know much about the company, so it only made sense they were making some niche shit. I should have asked more questions. This was my fault. The tearing sound came again, and just the awful wetness of it made me want to vomit. I remained still, keeping my eyes closed and pressing my hands over my mouth. The world around me was silent save for the tearing of flesh and chewing. That had to be it, chewing. I heard it clearly now. Was something eating Kevin? Where were Jackson and the crew? I almost opened my eyes but thought better of it. What if what was behind me was something I didn't want to see? Slowly, my reluctance to open my eyes turned from professionalism to fear. I don't know how long I lay there listening to that sickening tearing and chewing, but it felt like it went on for hours. Then I felt the weight on the bed shift. I felt something climbing on top of me. Pepper? I could feel her lips close to my ear. I could smell her rancid hot breath and feel the blood and saliva dripping from her mouth. Her breathing was heavy and feral. I kept my eyes closed. Pepper seemed bigger than I remembered. Her arms were over my head. Her legs were down past where my legs were. Maybe it was because I was curled up, but she seemed longer and spindly. My eyes remained closed tight. Whatever horror I imagined was standing over me, I only wanted to imagine it. In my heart, I knew that seeing it would only make things worse. Pepper continued to stand over me, still letting her heavy, rancid breath wash over me. The silence ticked by. She didn't move. Then, at last, I felt her weight shift. I heard her body weight against the floor as she left me there. I heard her footsteps going further and further into the house as I lay there, feigning sleep, too afraid to open my eyes out of fear of what I'd see. The police found me in that bed, curled into a ball and shaking, my face wet with tears. When I felt the officer's hand on my shoulder, I cried out and curled up tighter. "No!" "Shit, we've got a live one!" the cop called. I heard other movement and felt hands on me, easing me up out of the bed. My eyes remained closed. "Honey, are you okay?" a man asked me. I shook my head. I still didn't want to open my eyes. No, please get me out of here," I whispered. He did as I asked. I never actually saw the state the bedroom was in. I'm glad I didn't. Down at the station, the police asked their questions. I told them the same story I've told here. They showed me the pictures of the crime scene. Oh God, body parts all around, pieces of meat, blood coating the floor. I don't know what happened. I don't want to ever know because I already know too much. I know that all the bodies found in that room belonged to men. There was no sign of Pepper Petite. There was no evidence that she'd ever been there. I told the police that I may have been mistaken. I don't know if they've tried to reach out to her. I haven't seen anything in the news. I don't care either. I don't think I'm ever working in the corn industry again.